loves, it's Hailey Reese, and today's video is going to be a story time of the time that an A-list celebrity tried to sue me and my family. For the sake of trying to have them not attempt to sue me again, I'm going to be leaving the names out of the celebrity couple that tried to sue me, but please believe me when I tell you that this story is 10 billion, trillion, gazillion% the truth. So this story comes from when I was living in LA, and basically the way that my house was set up was it was up in the hill and there was a house directly below me. Now I couldn't really see into the yard because they had a lot of trees, obviously for privacy reasons, and they had like security rotating around their house at all times. But sometimes you could hear the kids playing and sometimes you could hear them having parties and whatnot. A lot of the time, they weren't actually in this house because basically like a lot of people in LA have homes all over the world and they just like alternate where they stay. But I had been told right when I moved into my place who it was that lived like directly below me. So like as a huge fan of them both, I was super excited that they lived below us. I just thought it was really cool, and it was kind of like interesting that like Zac Efron lived up the street and these people lived below us, and like, you know, I would go to the grocery store and I would see Zac Efron and I would see these people, and it was pretty cool. It felt like, you know, you're really somewhere where everyone is working hard and everyone's in your industry, and it's just like so cool. Well, after a while, obviously like the novelty wears off and like you kind of forget who lives below you, and basically my place had obviously a hill below it because it was in the hills, and like my deck and everything went off. I had a pool in the backyard. So one day, I'm laying in my mom's room with her, and we're looking through the glass door and the pool guy's there. And he seems to be draining the pool with like a hose, going to like around the house and towards the hill. And I said to my mom, like, is he supposed to be draining the pool? And she's like, I don't know, like, I don't know what to tell you. So my mom goes outside and she's like, hi, like, what's going on here? Like, what are we doing? He said that it was like standard for them twice a year to like completely drain the pool and then refill it, and like this is what they do, whatever. And my mom comes in and like all she was worried about was like, oh, that's gonna be like a hefty water bill. Like, oh my goodness. So we were like kind of poking fun at it, whatever. So the next day we go to come home and there is a letter in the mailbox basically stating that we had flooded so-and-so's driveway and ruined like 3 of their cars and did damage to like the base of the house, and like basically stating all the damage and that like we're gonna be held responsible for it. Right away I'm like, as if these people are gonna sue us for ruining their cars and their driveway and like eroding like the bottom of their house with the freaking pool water that the pool man sent down the hill like it was nothing. And then I'm thinking, this guy says he does this twice a year, so like, how did they not get mad at us before? Like, how are they not getting mad at the people before us? Like, I don't get it. So we watch back like the cameras, and this guy from like their team or whatever he was, literally because he didn't know which house it came from, he climbed up our hill into our driveway, saw that we had a pool, realized it must be from us, went to the front, through the gate, put the letter in the mailbox. So he literally like went exploring on their behalf, like trying to figure out the source of the house and like which house it came from and yada. So fast forward to the future, they were not able to sue us. I really don't know actually what even ended up coming from that. We just put them into contact with my lawyer, nothing ever came from it, and we never heard from them again. But yeah, an A-list celebrity couple that my parents have looked up to and I absolutely loved tried to sue us for the fact that my pool guy sent an entire pool's worth of water down the hill into their driveway, ruining their nice cars and the base of their house. As a note to self, if you ever look out your window and you see your pool guy dumping your entire pool's worth of water down the hill through a little hose, maybe you might want to consider whose home is below you, and maybe you might want to consider the fact that someone from their team might just climb up your hill, go to your mailbox, and try to sue you. Well guys, that is it for today's Storytime video. I know it wasn't a long one, but honestly it was such a like crazy experience, and like only in LA would something like that happen. Am I right? Or am I right? It was just too crazy not to share with you guys, so I had to come on here and tell this cute little story time. And it's all fun and games now because I didn't have to pay for all those things, but if I had to, I probably would have a totally different view on the story. Well, thank you so much for watching this Storytime video. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on when I post, and give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it if you do. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness, and until next time, love you.